Hey, so kind of bored of my face, so you can look at this. But so talking about specifics with Uranus and Neptune both being in Capricorn, um, so they were really, really close and almost conjunct for about a year actually, from the beginning of 1992 to the beginning of 1993. So in this sense, it's really indicative of a spiritual revolution that you can't really separate the two facts. Like, your spirituality is pretty much directly related to how you feel about society and wanting to rewrite things. Um, they're combining their powers. So spiritual revolution really is the best word I can think of to sum up these two energies. So if you are, I guess, 24, 23, um, yeah, you probably feel very intensely about the way things work, and you feel it and you think about it a lot, and you might be very confused as to how to function appropriately in society. I think that's a really important point because when you've got Neptune and Capricorn, you've got and Uranus too, you are very rebellious and you are very illusion based. And when Capricorn is about creating physical structures and business and wealth and groundedness, when you have these signs here, it can be really difficult to kind of find your way or find your place or know where you're going and how to fit in because you are different and spiritual and don't play by the rules, and the system is all about the rules. So it can be really hard to kind of find your way and to support yourself financially sometimes. It might be kind of unconventional, or um, it might take a long time. You might have to build up to it. In that case, Neptune's not really helping out that much with that placement. And I think this can also, having it conjunct there, make you a really stubborn individual who kind of wants to do what they want to do and is going to do it no matter what anyone else says. You're just going to push through and do it, which could really get you in some pretty pretty messed up situations if you're not careful, but hopefully you can learn from that. So really I'm speaking, I have this as well, which is why I think it's interesting. So anyone my age, I suppose I'm talking to, honestly, that was born in the same year as me, which is pretty interesting. And I feel like a lot of my peers are very headstrong, very stubborn, very much lost in their path in life. I mean, I know some individuals that know what they're doing, but including me, but we don't really know how it's going to happen. I think having Neptune there with Capricorn, it's like you know you're supposed to do all this shit, but it's kind of the details are so cloudy. And you've got to do it in your own individual way by any means necessary, and it can be a lot sometimes, but yeah, these are the people that are really going to change the way that the world thinks and feels. I mean, of course, every person has their own individual aspect. I'm just trying to tune into the energy of that because I think it's really necessary at this time. And like I said, it affects everyone almost ages 20 to 28. And then this is just specifically for those that have it super close together. And then as well, they were conjunct and retrograde from April 26, 1993 to September 27th, 1993. So this is a little bit more specific of a placement, and this is also what I have. And having these two planets retrograde in Capricorn makes me feel like it is soldiers, spiritual soldiers, going back inside of the system to fix it, rebelling against the system, the government, the patriarchy, bringing in new structures, going back, past life missions. I really, this word soldier really comes up, like a spiritual soldier, and like a white blood cell. Sometimes you've got to throw yourself right into the middle of the disease in order to make some kind of positive effect and to change it. So I think if these planets are conjunct and retrograde in Capricorn, then you've got some kind of serious spiritual mission going on. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but it doesn't necessarily have to be spiritual. But I think it's going into the dark places. It can be going I use the word spirituality for Neptune a lot, but it has so many different meanings, and besides illusion, it can also mean darkness and ignorance in certain ways, as much as it can mean enlightenment when it's in balance. And I think this is a lot about these people want to help fix things. They see the darkness, they know the darkness, many times they've been through the darkness, and they want to lift people out of that space, one by one, physically, solidly, and have some kind of impact and change on the world in a positive way. And again, not really following the rules, and might be kind of all over the place for a large majority of their upbringing until they become like later in adulthood, because Capricorn, you know, takes a minute. And this is a pretty intense placement. I mean, I don't know. I could be speaking just because I'm me and I'm 23 and this is happening to me, but it's really helping me understand aspects of myself. So if anyone else has these placements, please let me know. Leave some comments. What's your experience like? There doesn't seem to be large amounts of data on this, and so I just wanted to contribute what I felt to know was true about it. So thank you for listening.